Sunnybank Mills first opened in 1912 as a fabrics manufacturer. But how has business changed over the last 100 years?
My name is Phil Elliott, and I've been involved at the mill since 1967 when I first came up to visit my sister who lived on Andrew Street and found that this mill was still working, as opposed to some in Carveley and Bramley that had all disappeared, been knocked down, and barrack houses were being built where the mills were. But this one seemed to be just the same, so I started work there and eventually ended up in the archive, because the two cousins who run it are still related to the man who founded it in the 19th century, and they've passed it down and never considered selling it or demolishing the buildings, but built it up as a remarkable asset to the village.
Phil has worked in the archive, which has preserved the history of the mill, but what do the residents think of the change?
I've lived in Farsley since 1978, when I first came as a teacher from Ilkley College to Westroyd Infant School. Farsley was a very different place then. The mill was still working.
Would you say there's been a lot of change at the mill?
Yes, I've got to say that things have changed, but you know, we have to go with change, and sometimes we have to embrace it, because we aren't going that way, we're going this way, we're going forward, and we have to embrace the changes that occur in our little village. Lots of people now come and visit us because of the mill. Of course, it's now a place of great interest to people.
The mill is now home to over 30 businesses, ranging from restaurants to music venues, and is still growing and evolving.